Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making pressure cooker ham and cheese spaghetti. Alright guys, I'm starting out with my Instant Pot Viva and I have it preheating on a saute setting. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of olive oil in there. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. And I have roughly about 2 pounds of ham I cubed up here from a ham steak. Like I said before, if you do it yourself, it's cheaper to buying it pre-cut. I'm going to get this in here and start it to brown. Alright, now that my ham is halfway through the browning process, I have 1 green bell pepper and 1 onion I diced fine. We're going to throw those in. We're going to start them sauteing in there with the ham. And I have 2 cloves of garlic. I'm not going to add them in yet, but when it's about 3/4 of the way done to almost done, I'll add the garlic and we'll go ahead and saute that in there. Alright, now that I allowed my vegetables and my ham to saute, and I threw that garlic in there just a few minutes ago. We just want to get it sauteed and get a little translucent and tender. I'm going to throw in about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. It's pretty much to taste, but I like my food seasoned. And I'm going to throw in about a teaspoon of salt. And that spaghetti will heat that salt up, it'll soak that up, so there's no worries about that. It won't be salty. Give that a quick stir. Now I have a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes. These are just plain. I'm going to add them in juice and all. You could also buy the Italian seasoned ones and not worry about putting the Italian seasoning in. That's a choice you could do, or an option you have. And I have a 24-ounce jar of marinara sauce, or any one of your favorite pasta sauces would work just great now, so I'm going to add that in there. I'm going to fill this jar with water. And I'm going to start adding this in so it looks about right. My pasta is going to drink all that water up, and it won't leave this runny. I'm going to go ahead and add that whole 24-ounce jar of pasta jar full of water in there. Now, like I said, this may look runny now, but after that's done cooking and I give it a stir, you'll see that spaghetti will soak that right up. I have a 1 pound box of spaghetti. This isn't angel hair, it's just regular. I don't recommend angel hair because that's too fine. It would probably cook too quick for you. And I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out because I've never done spaghetti in a pressure cooker before, so I hope it doesn't all clump together at the bottom. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm going to take my spaghetti and I'm going to make it a bunch of it here. I'm going to break it in half. That way it'll fit down in there and it'll be easier to manage. And I'm going to layer it in alternating patterns as I put it down in there to help separate it some. More in there. Just with a pot. You can see me doing it. Down in there. Alright, now I'm going to give this a good stir, guys. Try to loosen everybody up the best I can. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little more water, and I'm going to add another half a jar of that water. So that would be a jar and a half of that pasta jar worth of water. Because, guys, I can see this spaghetti is going to just inhale this water. And I think I'm going to add just a hair more salt in here than 1 piece of spaghetti because the pasta loves salt almost as much as it loves water. So it's not going to have a problem with that. So I'm going to go for about a half teaspoon of salt. Let's get it down in there. Alright, I'm going to close my lid on here. Make sure I'm set on airtight. Okay, let me cancel the saute setting. I'm going to set this here to pressure cook for 10 minutes. When the time is up, we'll do a quick release of the pressure and we'll go ahead and move on with the next step. Alright guys, I just did that quick release. Now you see all this juice? Chantel, my niece, is here. She was panicking. But watch as I stir this. And the spaghetti looks like it's holding up pretty well. Now I have a little bit that's clumped together. I was worried about that, but we'll just separate that quick. And the spaghetti's starting to drink up that liquid. Now I never did spaghetti before, guys, so maybe I should just went for that 1 jar of water, maybe not a jar and a half, but this will be fine. And I'm just going to separate the spaghetti that's stuck together. Alright, now I have some sliced American cheese here. I'm just going to go ahead and layer that on top. You could use shredded cheddar cheese or an Italian blend cheese, anything you'd like. So I'm going to get this down on there. I'm going to place my lid back on here. I'm not going to turn this on or nothing. We're just going to melt this cheese for a minute or two and then we'll stir it into there. So let me get my lid back on here. Alright guys, I left this go for a few minutes here. Let's go ahead and stir that cheese in there. And I'm using my spoon because that way the spaghetti fork doesn't get all full of cheese. You just want to blend it in. You see how that's thickening up, guys? No worries there. Alright guys, this is ready to go. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. Alright guys, let me get in here and give this a try. And if you wanted to, you could sprinkle some spaghetti cheese over top. That ham is super tender. It's well seasoned. Spaghetti's cooked good. Nice and creamy and cheesy. Well seasoned, and it's cooked a little hair over al dente. I don't like it al dente, but I don't like it mushy, so it's just about right for me. That's really good, guys. Alright, there you have it. Pressure cooker ham and cheese spaghetti. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.